Hello friends, we are in the module number 4, environmental pollution, and in this session we are going to discuss about the sources of carbon. Fine. When we come to the carbon is a colorless gas and it is also a odorless and it is not irritating, okay, but it is a poisonous gas which is a product of the natural and anthropogenic sources. When we take the natural sources, how the carbon introduced as a natural source, it is by oxidation of the methane. Okay, methane will be there in the atmosphere. It reacts with the air or oxygen to form carbon monoxide with the water. See here, see the reaction. Methane, when it reacts with air or oxygen, will be forming carbon monoxide with the water, and the carbon monoxide will be further oxidized to carbon dioxide. Fine. And anthropogenic sources, when we come, there are like one more thing, they are also liberated to the from the decaying of the vegetable matter. Didn't decay matters will be there, no, even that produces a carbon. And from the forest fire, okay, like if it is anywhere incomplete combustion is there, means it will be releasing the carbon, right? The carbon will be further reacting with the oxygen to form carbon dioxide and monoxide. Okay, when we come to the anthropogenic source, major source of the anthropogenic source of carbon is from fossil fuels, what we use in automobiles. Okay, like it may be natural gas, coal, wood, etc. Okay, CO is one of the major pollutants present in the automobile exhaust. Okay, all these things when we discuss about whether it is oxides of carbon, nitrogen and sulfur, they are coming out from the fuel what we are using for our automobiles. Okay, and the high temperatures, what happen is the carbon, no, it will be reacting with the air or oxygen to produce carbon monoxide, which is toxic, and the carbon monoxide reacts with the further oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Okay, like this the carbon is introduced to the atmosphere from natural sources by decaying of the vegetable matter and methane and forest fires. Anthropogenic, major from automobile fossil fuels. Fine. See the carbon pollution, all the automobile exhausts will contain carbon, nitrogen and sulfur. Remember that for commonly, and the industrial exhausts will be consisting of the carbon where the fossil fuels are used. And once the carbon enters to the atmosphere, it reacts with the air to form carbon monoxide and then to carbon dioxide. See the severity of a carbon that is coming out from the industries. Effects of a carbon, what are all the effects which are caused by the oxides of this carbon? Okay, for carbon the maximum permissible limits is only the 10 ppm. If at all the carbon is present at 40 ppm, it will be seriously affecting the human metabolism. Okay, and when it is inhaled, no, it will be mixing with the hemoglobin, okay, and will be forming a complex that is called as a carboxyhemoglobin. Once this carboxyhemoglobin is formed, no, it will be reducing the oxygen carrying capacity of the cells. Okay, once the oxygen carrying capacity is reduced in our blood, no, automatically finally it will be causing to the death. Okay, in severe concentrations, when the complete oxygen supply is stopped in our body, it will be causing to the death. Okay, and poisoning is a it is a serious hazard. Okay, in our country where the biomass fuels are used for a domestic heating, okay, in badly ventilated homes. For example, no, in a simple way of telling, like in a few villages, like very poorly developed villages where proper ventilation for kitchen is not there, if they are using the firewood, for example, firewood, no, if it is not properly dried, what will happen? It is not burning completely, right? It will be producing so much of the carbon monoxide fumes, carbon monoxide. Okay, when this carbon monoxide excess concentration is inhaled by anyone, now it will be entering to our bloodstream, and with the hemoglobin of the blood, it will be forming carboxyhemoglobin. Okay, that is highly dangerous, which stops the oxygen carrying capacity of the cells and will be finally causing to the initial concentrations. At lower concentrations, what will happen? It will be like causing a headache and fatigueness, and when the concentration increases, it will be causing unconsciousness and finally to the death because of lack of oxygen. See, the formation will be like this, the structure of the hemoglobin, and when carbon monoxide reacts, it forms a complex carboxy hemoglobin. This is one of the toxic thing which affects a living thing, that is humans. Carboxyhemoglobin is reducing the oxygen carrying capacity and will be causing to the death at higher concentrations. How can we control the carbon monoxide pollution? Can be controlled by planting many trees. Okay, if at all the more number of trees are there, what will happen? They will be absorbing this carbon dioxide, right? They are absorbing, morning times they are absorbing the carbon dioxide. Instead they will be giving more and more fresh oxygen. Okay, and in a automobile exhaust, because major amount of the carbon is coming out from a automobile exhaust, right? Okay, they are fixing the catalytic converter. Okay, fixing the catalytic converter, you can just remember this. You can write the same for both oxides of nitrogen and carbon. When this catalytic converter is fixed, what is the role of the catalytic converter? It is converting the harmful nature of harmful form of the or toxic form of the compound to the non-toxic or non-harmful form. For example, okay, what happens when the hydrocarbons, carbon monoxide and oxides of nitrogen are entering through the catalytic converter? Okay, what it converts? It converts the hydrocarbons into carbon dioxide and water, and carbon monoxide is converted into the carbon dioxide, and oxides of nitrogen are converted to the nitrogen and oxygen. Yes, of course, presence of carbon dioxide is also, it is a dangerous, but compared to the carbon monoxide pollution, carbon dioxide is nothing. Carbon monoxide pollution will be highly harmful, and the effects of carbon dioxide, right? Okay, because of the presence of the more and more carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide is holding more and more heat from the sun. Okay, because of that we are feeling high temperatures. Now from day to day, the temperature is increasing, right? In summer we cannot tolerate only because of the carbon dioxide present in the nature, that is from majorly from the automobile exhausts. Okay, so what is happening because of this? When the temperature is raised, the ice and glaciers will be melting. Okay, so it will be causing either heavy rains like that. Okay, so the natural water level of the seas and that will be increased, right? Okay, so you can control by planting more trees and through the catalytic converters, which converts the toxic form of the gas into the non-toxic form. Fine. Next, we are going to discuss about the oxides of nitrogen. The sources of oxides of nitrogen to the atmosphere are: first, natural sources, the biological oxidation of the nitrogenous compounds in the soil. In the soil, nitrogenous compounds and bacteria will be present, right? Okay, they will be reacting with the air oxygen to form oxides of nitrogen. When we say oxides of nitrogen, it consists of NO, NO2 and N2O. Okay, nitrous oxide, nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide. These three are the oxides of nitrogen. And one more source of the natural nitrogen pollution is during lightning process. What happens is the nitrogen and oxygen which are present in the air will be combining to form a NO, and then further it will be oxidized to NO2. Simple, right? Natural sources are the oxidation of the nitrogen compounds from the soil, and then during lightning the presence of the nitrogen and oxygen will be forming to the oxides of nitrogen. Coming to the anthropogenic sources, once again here the fossil fuels. Okay, at high temperatures it will be releasing nitrogen, NO first, and then it will be forming to the NO2. Clear? Let us see how it looks. See the polluted areas of the cities. This is during lightning, the nitrogen and oxygen will be reacting to form oxides of nitrogen. NO2 is a precursor, okay, of summer smog. At high temperatures during summer, what happens? The NO2 of air reacts with the oxygen to form ozone. Okay, summer smog causes eye, nose, throat irritations, and it will spoil the respiratory system. Respiratory infections are caused due to the oxides of nitrogen. Ill effects. First, when we discuss, it causes on living things like human, it causes eye irritation, and all the respiratory problems are caused due to the presence of nitrogen, and which causes the induced irritation and also the lung cancer at higher concentrations. These are also problems caused on human beings. And the next severe thing is the oxides of nitrogen will be present in the atmosphere. It will be forming a nitric acid rain. Okay, and that nitric acid, when it falls on the monuments, okay, the discoloration, okay, the shiny nature will be getting spoiled. Okay, it will be becoming dull from day to day when it is exposed to the nitric acid rain and also to the sulfuric acid rain. What is happening exactly there? See, calcium carbonate, the stone is containing calcium carbonate. When it is exposed to the acid H+, that is from a acid rain, what happens is Ca2+ is liberated with the HCO3- bicarbonate. Okay, and this bicarbonate is washed away. Okay, when it is washed away, it will be leaving the discolored surface. The calcium carbonate from the stone will be reacting with the acid to form the ions HCO3- bicarbonate ions, and these bicarbonate ions are washed away and they will be leaving the patches on the stone, which is also referred to as stone leprosy. Similar effect of the sulfuric acid rain. It is shown in the form of a reaction. That's it. See, both the things. So oxides of sulfur and nitrogen reacts with the rainwater to form sulfuric acid and nitric acid rain. Due to that, all the monuments, they will be losing their virginality and is becoming dull to dull. Okay, by day. Okay, till it is becoming dull day by day. See the pics. See before and after how it is getting affected due to the acid rain. Fine. How to control? I told you, right? Okay, for oxides of carbon, sulfur and nitrogen, one common thing we can write in control. Okay, fixing the catalytic converter in the IC engines. Okay, when we fix the catalytic converter, no, what happens? It is converting. Once again, I am telling, it's already said in the previous topic also. Okay, when the catalytic converter is fixed, what is its work there? It is converting the toxic form of the exhaust to the non-toxic form, or harmful nature to the non-harmful nature. Okay, so when we pass this oxides of nitrogen through the catalytic converter, for example, NO2 is passed through the catalytic converter, there what happens? It is breaking that NO2 into N2 and O2, and then it is released to the atmosphere. Nitrogen will not cause any damage. Okay, if it is oxides of nitrogen, it causes effects on the living things, right? If nitrogen is present, it will not cause any effects, right? So it is when it is passed through a catalytic converter, okay, it is converting it to the nitrogen and oxygen, so that we can reduce the almost of the anthropogenic solution if we fix the catalytic converter. Fine. In the next session, we will be discussing about the other parts. Okay, we are going to discuss about the pollution caused due to the lead, mercury, etc. Okay, until then, thank you.